Wagwan shorties and mans are back with another review. Today we're doing a review like no other, a console today. Unlike Chik-Fil-A, which happened a year ago, so if y'all haven't checked it out, click it over here or over here. I'm not sure. I'm not even sure if I can add that feature, but like, if it's there, you click on it. If it's not there, you click in the bio. Let's get over to the Xbox. Let's not talk about me, because the real show is the Xbox, not the 360. Although you can look at it from a 360 angle. Not the Xbox One, but the Xbox Series X. And look at how mighty this Xbox is. Check that out. So the first impression of this Xbox is, my oh my, this is big. Look at my head compared to this Xbox. You know? You see that? You see that? It's mighty. It's mighty. It is heavy. I'm pretty sure this is heavier than my head too. It is rectangular. It's horrendously big. And let me tell you why. If we go over to the top, we see these nicely cut grooves at the top, circular in nature. And what that does is, it collects air from the bottom, somewhere here, along here, pulls air from there, cools the whole system, and pushes the air out from the top. What does this do? It makes the console more quiet, more beautiful. So while you're killing jihadis on more modern warfare, you can hear more of who you're killing. Let's get into specifications on why you should buy this or not. So to start off, this has Kapoo 8X cores at 3.2 GHz.
No, it's not Kapoo, it's CPU 8 cores. And 3.5 gigahertz, right?
Oh, you're supposed to say CPU?
Yeah, and gigahertz, not...
Okay, maybe I was mistaken there. I'm not sure why people don't just say Kapoo. It'd be much more easier. But as my friend says it here, it is CPU 3.8 gigahertz AMD Zen 2 base processor. It has a 12 teraflop AMD RDNA 2 GPU with 52 compute units CU. Memory is 1 terabyte. And ROM, random access ROM. I can't remember what ROM is, but random access memory. It's at 16 gigabytes, which is pretty great for this type of computer. The max resolution is 8K. So if you still have those old TVs which have a fat back, you may want to get that on the treadmill.
8K resolution, 4K gaming.
4K gaming, 8K resolution. Amazing. Max frame rate is 120 frames per second, FPS, or FPS as I would like to say. Okay, and it has a lot of ports in the back. And it weighs 10 pounds. I rounded up for 9.8. So let's look at the ports. So, first things first. We have the old technology here because Microsoft likes making old technology. It has a CD drive over here, has a USB port here, and a power plug. At the back, we have a lot of holes to poke into.
That's a sync button.
That's a sync button. This is what happens when you don't do your research before recording. If you're a YouTuber and you want to be Marquise Brown, that's why you do your research before you record. We have a lot of holes to poke into in the back here. We have 2 holes which are meant for a USB. We have 1 Ethernet cable because if you're broke and you... We have our power source right here. We have HDMI. And we have extendable storage. What do they name it here? I can't see properly because storage extension. You just plug it in and it's like a SD card. You just gotta push it in there and let the memory begin. It's a solid system. But let's stop talking about the Xbox in particular. Let's move on to the new generation controller. Microsoft really did a great job with this. They got this running on the treadmill. They slimmed it down a bit. It feels amazing in your hand. It's more grippable. It has grooves at the back. It has a nice hard plastic feel at the front, and it feels so sturdy, heavy. So when you're gaming for 8 hours or more per day because you have no life and you sit on the couch all day and you don't jump on the treadmill like this did, at least your hands will feel amazing. Even better than you doing other activities. We have the same old type of joysticks. We have a better, more clickable, better feeling D-pad. And everything else is relatively the same, with better shooting rods, I like to call these.
USB-C.
And the battery is pretty much the same, with the better grip at the back. USB Type-C to get it charged up and juiced up, you know, while you're sitting on your couch with no life for 8 hours or more. And we have the same old mic and other extension add-ons at the back. And the headphone jack is new as well too. But let's compare this to the previous generation, because although Xbox really hasn't made a big upgrade to their controller here, they have done a bit more. You know, this one it doesn't feel the best, right? It doesn't have any grip on it. It's too slippery, hard plasticky. The shooting sticks are, they're not the best. They don't feel hard, right? When you push the trigger, no, you know, it's too easy. It doesn't feel like you're loading your gun and it's shooting at someone, right? We have a button up here, piano black texture to it. It can get really easily dirty, right? This one, it's more tactile feel to it when you click the buttons. There's no flow to it, right? Because, I don't know, right? It's not the best. Even though they made a tiny upgrade, it doesn't feel amazing as a PS5, unfortunately. But you know what? The real thing to be talking about is this machine, and we're gonna play Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War to see if this is something you need. So we're reviewing this game right now, as I promised. I just wanted to make one correction, okay? The new HDMI cable is high speed now, and I'm pretty sure you can tell how high speed it is if you can see the TV, okay? But as you see the graphics, I'm not sure how accurate you guys can see it on the camera, but these graphics are insane. It looks like it's real life. 100%. It looks like I'm in the actual game, running around shooting people, and it's amazing. A lot of work went into making the game, but the issue is, if the game is amazing, does the console do its justice? And you can tell the console is doing its justice. You have our friend here playing this game right now. Look at how comfortable he is, looking around, jumping back and forth, shooting people, and he just looks relaxed. That's all I gotta say. I don't know what else I gotta say for such a review. How do I share the experience for y'all? I'm not sure. Look at how amazing this gameplay is. But this gameplay comes with a really sad story of how corporations get a double from you. I'm not talking about the coffee, but I'm talking about a double paycheck. So let's look into it. You see this box, an ordinary Xbox box. Xbox box, kind of redundant when you say it. But you can't tell there's a big difference here, right? How do you know this CD belongs to the Xbox Series 1, or Xbox Series X I mean, or if it belongs to the Xbox One S? You can't. The only way to tell if this belongs to the Xbox Series X is by the small X. So if you're a little Karen going to some store to buy your little Karen-y kids a game for their new Xbox Series X, you may end up buying the Xbox One S game, the Activision Xbox One S game, which doesn't have this X on it, right? Now, there's not a big issue in that because you can still play it, but the quality isn't there. Once you realize that you made the big mistake, you being the Karen that you are, you're gonna get furious. You're gonna be like, how could they fraud me like that? You're gonna go back to wherever you bought it from and be like, hey there, I think I bought the wrong game for my Xbox, my kid. Now, these people don't take refunds. You're gonna be there holding up the line on on a Black Friday super sale, and everyone's gonna be yelling at you, getting their phones out, iPhones, being like, look at this Karen, yell at this other Karen at the cash register, and it's not gonna be a pleasant scene because you're gonna lose. You're gonna have to buy this game 2 times because the first time it was your incompetency. It's not your incompetency because you were fooled into buying the wrong game. So, if you're gonna get the Xbox Series X, you better use your mind, okay? Because being a Karen isn't gonna work over here to get you a refund and a better game console. I'm not sure why Xbox did this. I'll give you I'll give you a scheme that they're doing, okay? They're doing the double to get double the paycheck, and that's the whole thing. But this whole game, it's amazing. Look at him play. The graphics are amazing. It's surreal, but it is what it is. I would give this console an 8 out of 10 because the console is amazing, right? But their business ethics, PR, I would give that a 5 out of 10 because this is called the double scam, right? Don't go to Tim Hortons and yell at them. Yell at Microsoft for what they're doing, which is horrendously wrong. And we won this game, and we won your heart.
We lost.
Okay. We lost this game, but I won your heart. So if I won your heart, y'all know what to do. You get your thumb, you put it on the trackpad, you scroll down over to the subscribe button, and you click the big red button and watch this guy win next time, which unfortunately will never happen.